So, with that, there's going to be instability, and be prepared for it. If you're better off if you're the guy that's got the ability to do the job, than if you're the guy that waited till the last minute and is showing up at a paint store to find out that you can't get paint to do the job that you committed to. So be prepared.
It's so true. We're seeing it in our company at Asphalt Kingdom. What we're noticing is that there's this new rush right now in the month of August as fall's approaching, and we're seeing this rush where people are coming in and buying a lot of equipment and supplies. They're literally stocking up right. And a lot of people, we have a new funding partner that we're working with called ClickLease, and the approval rates are awesome. So even if the credit's shitty, people are still being approved for it, and they're very, very reasonable too. But I think what you're hitting on a very good point is that right now you have the opportunity to buy at lesser price than what you will experience. There's no doubt that you will experience going into spring of 2022, no doubt. And the facts are right now, after this, as we've gone through this season, we're August now, so you technically should be more flush with cash right now than you would be rolling into March. And so if you're going to make some moves to scale your business and to be able to go into the new year, finish strong, but go into the new year with some really good power punch, you should really be prepping for that now versus later. Because as you said, Lee, it hasn't, all that shipping increase in price and so on and so forth hasn't trickled down the line yet to a lot of the stock that's still sitting on shelves and or in warehouses at previous cost pricing.
Well, and I want to add to that too. I mean, there's two sides of this. One is if your business is fully booked to the year end and you're not going to be able to get every ounce of work done, well, then the focus this year is on yields and, make the best bottom line you can of it, right? Which is, negotiate in and buy bulks of, like, get what you need to get the job done. And if you can save a few bucks now, you're probably going to get a better result in negotiating than you will in 6 months from now. And on the flip side, if you're not full and you're sitting here trying to basically fill up your schedule, this is as great of a time as any to start dialing all your proposals, telling them, look, now's the time. You have capacity, and it's going to get more expensive next year. Like, there's a way to approach this, whether or not you're, completely booked, or whether you're still booking, and there's a win on either angle. But if you are fully booked, 100% at this point, you're going to need the materials and supplies. So it's a game of numbers. If you can shave 5% off of the $500,000 spend, that's $25,000 to year end you're going to save, right? So why not do it?
Yeah,
Brian,
I would add to that, man, that, the whole time you guys were talking there, I was thinking that, when it comes down to resources to get these supplies, the places that you go to get business if you don't have it, this is a perfect example of how valuable your network is, how valuable the people you're connected to and the resources you're able to tap into really are. Because, the group of people that, I interact with the most, they are finding ways to get stuff done, right? Versus I interact with a lot of people online, or people DM me asking for help and finding these things that we're talking about. Maybe it's paint or supplies or equipment or whatever it is. And so I think it's more important than ever to be evaluating who you're connecting to and how much time are you investing into those relationships, because those things, not just from an equipment, supplies, and access to things standpoint, but also your network is going to be the difference between you being able to stay focused and mentally tough through this and keep your eye on the prize and really advance forward, and maybe drift off out into, wherever everybody else lies, confused about what to do. So I think it's important to realize that as you're going through these things, do not go through it alone, man. Find your tribe and find the people that can really help you and get you pointed in the right direction.